Crypto whales are not your friends. I'm going to say that again. Crypto whales are not your friends. If you think big addresses, big whales, institutional money and whatever is something you want to follow, as if that's a strategy that you want to be, accumulating alongside them, buying the dip alongside them, think again. That's, in my opinion, the number one worst mistake retail traders do over and over and over again. And I'm going to give you proof. So stay tuned until the end, and I'm going to show you exactly why that's a huge mistake. And you actually need to shy away from that. And sometimes maybe even you want to do the other side of what these huge, whales are doing. Welcome back to the Crypto Mindset channel, where we talk the reality, where we give you the alpha of what's the real things, not the fluff, not what you want to believe, real talk about becoming an investor and a trader in the crypto space. Here is some of the chatter that I always see again and again and again and again. This is from Twitter, our default X actually. And I'm going to go over some of these, and I'm going to plot them on the chart on Kaspa also. And I'm going to show you that each time these big whales bought, maybe it created, unorganic, very short-term move, which, by the way, you could have capitalized if you wanted to as a strategy. But because all of you are hodlers and just holding coins, you just look into these addresses and whales as a confirmation bias. I'm going to plot it on the chart. I'm going to show you what happened, afterwards, right? So this is one, and as you can see, Kaspa wallet 28, consistently receiving 500,000 Kaspa from Mexi wallet, accumulated over the last 2 weeks. The whole loading heavily, could be Kraken or another exchange. Ooh, November 17th, 2024. Let's go and take a little peeky in the chart. Remember, November 17th, 2024. I'm going to take this one. All right, November 17th, 2024. All right, this is October actually. November 17th is actually here. Okay, right here. You can see it says here November 17th, 2024. So you can say this day you had a very short-term move of maximum 25%. Very iffy. Okay, very iffy. Wallet 28. Woo! As you can see, since then just went down. Let's just measure the percentages for a minute. Down 73%. Okay, you know what? Maybe just, wallet 28 is just a bad wallet. By the way, the fact, do you know who these wallets are? You don't know who these wallets are. You don't know if it's a real institution. You don't know if it's just someone that has interest, or is trying to manipulate you. Maybe they're just hedging. You have no idea who this entity is. He can be malicious, with all the respect, and you don't even know. He's trying to hype you by using you later as execute liquidity for his other addresses. Imagine he has multiple addresses, and in one address he's buying just for everyone to buy with him, and then bam, sells on top of your head. Exit liquidity 101, bam. This is crypto, all right? This is where shit happens. This is from October 30th. Kaspa, humpbacks and whales wallets keep accumulating. It's low holder retail selling can't fix stupid. As if retail traders are just stupid. This is actually from October 30th. So basically, more of the same thing. Let's just make sure that we mark this October 30th. More of the same, probably a bit better from a standpoint of a short-term move that you could have done. All right, you could have actually made somewhat of a 60% move. But again, do you capitalize on this as a trade? No. All of you are just holding for your dear life. And even from this day to now, you're down to 63% if you were just holding. Remember, I'm showing you this to remind you, and actually maybe to open your eyes, illuminate you about how whales and big addresses are just not your friends. They're not there for you to have confirmation bias about, oh, if the big whale is buying, then something good must be happening. No. Yeah, if you want to use it for a short-term trade, beautiful. Find an edge. Utilize that. But if not, come on. Come on, I'm going to show you some more examples. Every time these wallets bought in the past 2 years, man, it just went down afterwards in just a matter of a couple of weeks. This is not what I wanted to share. Let's replace. All right. Let's go to another one. Mr. Kaspa again, 14 whales added to the Kaspa ecosystem over the last 30 days. Ooh. If you capitulated on Cas this month, you probably sold your coins to a much bigger fish. And here is examples. This is from December 3rd, 2024. December 3rd, 2024. Let's take a look at December 3rd, 2024. Let's see if this whale is a friend of yours. December 3rd. Oh my God. Oh no, even a worse whale. Actually, what was it? It was 30 whales, 14 whales. 14 whales. Ooh. These whales have, you know what? Maybe it's not a malicious person. Maybe it's a true person that believes in Caspa. Maybe it's, we don't know, right? It could be a malicious person. It could be an insider. It could be a hedger. We don't really know. But let's say it's just an average human being that actually roots for Caspa. Who says that he knows anything about investing and trading? The fact that someone has more money than you, even if it sounds like a lot of money, doesn't mean that he knows what he's doing. There's enough people on the planet that have money just because they got lucky or they were born to right places or just they made money on a business and now they come to investing. They think they know something and they don't. All these whales lost money for themselves and they lost money for you. By the way, do you think they will keep holding over here? No, they sold. They're selling all the way down later. They won't be holding this for their dear life. Okay? They just won't. Let's take a look at another one. Caspa Silver. Number 5 keeps stacking consistently. Another 11 million Caspa was added today, now worth over $50 million. They are about 18 million Cas away from making to the number 4 spot, which is being held by Uphold. Again, if it's an exchange, who cares? What does it, what, the fact that an exchange is holding coins, what does it mean to you? I know your speculation. Oh, but if it lists something, oh, no, I need to. Well, I made a video about this in the past, how exchange listings were actually bearish price action in the past 2 years. Not everything that seems, logical will actually pan out the way you think it will. You need to open your mind and to actually search for the data, not just speculate with no data, okay? So, not today, there will be around 15 new Caspa created on a wallet, blah, 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 blah. I don't know. Anyway, this is February 4th, 2024, right? Sorry, February 1, 2025. Sorry. Let's go to the chart. Let's see where February 4th, 2025 is. Okay. So February 4th, 2025 is here? 4th. Oh, just when things were getting even more demolished. Okay, so this number 5 was stacking consistently on the way down. Does this seem like a wallet, okay, that for some reason makes sense to follow his lead? I don't understand. What are you trying to figure out here? Oh, number 5th wallet buying on the way down, and he's consistently doing it on the way down, probably is even so he did it on the way down and he was down immediately at 40%. Then it bounced, all right, but then boom, where is it now? Down at 58%. Does this seem like a sound strategy? Not to me, not to me. Anyway, you can see that this is going perpetually down, all right? This is a very, easy to note bear market for Kaspa, all right? Look at this one. Something big just happened on Kaspa. Well, this is from October 21st. So this is from a month ago. Something big is just happening on Kaspa Network. The wallet that used to be ranked number 2 just made a massive move in 24 hours, 8 millions, and is officially number 1 richest one. Okay. Again, who cares? Price is still going down. What about this one? The Caspa daily thing. Where is this from? October, again, from last month also. Well, wallet number 8, total holdings added. So these wallets are adding, and price is still going down. What's this one? Retail panic sell, well, panic buy. When is this from? November 22nd. So 2 days ago. Oh, so after an 80% downtrend, retail are panicking and whales are absorbing it. Supposedly, right? Look, I have nothing more to say about this. There's the gazillion examples of this, okay? This is just a pure fallacy. It's a pure fallacy. You think that because there is a big wallet means, and you're thinking that this wallet is either richer than you, so probably he's smarter than you, or it's an entity, so probably an entity is smarter than you think that that means that you should buy also, without understanding the reasons, the agenda of that wallet for buying. You have no idea why they are executing the buys that you see them buying. You have no idea. Okay, that's one. And second of all, you're not trying to figure out whether or not this is bullish for the price. As long as the price isn't confirming anything bullish around, the price action, then the fact that someone is buying and someone is selling is pure noise. It's pure noise. That's it. Nothing to it. I hope you understand what I'm trying to share with you. This is not a strategy. This is being foolish. You're just being silly. You're following someone that you don't know who he is. You don't know his agenda. You don't know why he's doing what he's doing. The only thing you know is just he's buying. And because of that, you buy yourself. Or at least if you're not buying, you're holding to dear life on your own coins because you feel like you're in a good environment. Oh, if this big wallet is doing it, then I should too. No, no, you don't know who that wallet is. That wallet might be an exchange, might not be losing on these holdings at all, even if it goes another 90% down. Okay, they don't. Okay, does that make any sense to you? You'll be down 90 something percent and they're not even losing. They're just holding this with an agreement, with the project, with whatever. They were hedging it on the way down. They have a team that might have shorted on the futures, so they're not losing. Maybe they're even gaining money on the spread, sorry, on the yield that they have. You don't know. You actually don't know what's happening over there. And still, you're going like a monkey after a wallet, monkey after a whale, thinking that you're doing a good thing, or at least that you're in a good, comforty group of people. Stop. My advice to you is just stop, find a winning strategy. And until you find a winning strategy, don't put your money at risk. If you want, I have a group, I have a membership where I teach my edge, the way we do things in my group. Okay, edge, repeatable edge, something that you can actually do over and over again and again and again and yield consistently positive results. We do that. I'm going to show you how it looks like. If you want, you can come, you can join. Beautiful. If you don't, you want to stay at your lane, that's also okay for me. Whatever you want to be doing, just do it. But I'm here offering my guidance. So this is the Crypto Mindset VIP service. We have the Elite VIP for very serious people that want to put this as their full-time job. This is our mentoring job, or someone that has quite a bit of funds, 50, 100,000, 500K, a mil, that every mistake you make just costs a lot. You can take the Elite VIP. For the rest of you that want to follow me, want to follow to see how I trade, my trades, want to see my market updates, choose the Elite VIP. We have a lifetime also option if you want to, which is the best bang for your buck. At the bottom right now, you're going to see my email for crypto payments. If you want to, you can pay with crypto, easy peasy. So you have there my email, jomosuperperformance@gmail.com. Come, join, okay? And if you just want to check me out for a month, you can do that, okay? You can take the Jomo trades. It's over here. It's a monthly payment, and you can do that. I reckon you take the VIP, it's for 4 months, you normalize it, it's cheaper, and you get more eventually. You eventually get more. And by the way, you can go what you have all these reviews. You can check out the reviews. And also, I made a video about all the trades that we took in the membership last month in October 25. Go check that out. Do your due diligence, okay? Do your due diligence. All right, everyone. Thank you very much for tuning in. Remember, whales are not your friends. Till next time, no edge, no trade. Cheers.